Hey guys, this is Josh with the Chasing Glaciers YouTube channel. Jenny's out of state this week, so Nora and I are batching it. And we're at the cabin. So come along with us this week. We've got some good food. Of course, we've got the fishing rod and auger along. We need to cut some wood to stock up, and we'll see what else we can get into. Thanks for watching. Enjoy. Oh, a little unconventional landing, but not the first time I've done it. Last time I did it a lot better than that. But touched down a little late. So I touched down about here when I should have touched down back there. But it's enough space, it's just you gotta get slowed down. And you'll see in the video that sometimes you have to slide sideways. All right, we're gonna get a fire going and then unload the plane and snoop around. I'm gonna have to fix that. Outhouse, we don't really have to dig that out. Usually you have to dig down to that by now. We don't really have much snow. Probably about a foot of snow. Normally we'd have 4 or 5 feet over here. Weird year, that's for sure. Norah wants to go for a walk already. Battery's a little low. So we're going to charge that up a little bit with this little guy. Comes with your Honda generator if you have one. It's an easy way to charge a battery. I left my good charger at home. Like I have a NOCO, which are awesome battery maintainers and chargers, but of course they only work if you bring them. We're gonna try put a little juice in this bad boy. All right, we're semi-moved in. We've got a great dinner this evening. We're gonna head out to the strip, check on that. I keep putting off those wing covers. It's such a horrible job. I hate that job. But she waits for no one. Okay. Cab's warming up. It's a beautiful evening. Dead quiet. We need to cut some wood. Probably do that tomorrow. Right now we're gonna walk out on the main trail that would go to the strip where we'd normally park. Pretty hard crust. It's holding me up. On top of maybe a foot of snow. Here's the bridge we normally cross. You know, I freaking hate snowshoes, but today might be one of those days where they'd be nice. I will do anything I can to not wear snowshoes. Part of the fun stuff is checking game cameras that I leave out. But unfortunately, as you can imagine, they don't really like they don't like the winter. And they really don't like rain in the winter, which has been happening. I mean, that's probably not great, but oh well. This one's pretty reliable. I think it's good stuff, so we're gonna download it. We're not gonna download it, at least not yet. I think I left the thing at the house or it's in the cabin. So we're gonna leave this one for now. Psych! So here's where we normally park the plane. This is the strip. I think what we have going on here is like a water level with ice, and you'll be able to see it. So you can kind of see that trough, which is normally there, but this is kind of exaggerated because I think it filled with water and then froze. All right, we're down at the creek, which is pretty well frozen over. Sometimes it won't freeze. And I wouldn't trust it right now, honestly, but I'm sure it's a little punchy. You can hear the water running underneath it. Sun's setting. I think we're gonna walk back and get the wing covers done. And then start thinking about dinner. I think it'll be a beautiful night. I'll see if I can get some stars. I don't know about the aurora. I should have looked before I came over, but I mean, it's gonna be gorgeous tonight. Got the wind covers on after a little walk before dinner. It's gonna be a cold one. Not much animal activity, just a little, and of course you really couldn't tell anyway because it's pretty crusty, but no poop or anything. Pretty darn quiet on the old lake. Cabin's warming up. I'm kind of excited to go get warm myself. Hey, leave it. Okay. We're tucked in, dog is fed. Now it's time to make some dinner. I've got an American Wagyu steak and some potatoes. We're keeping it basic tonight. And it's good to be back in the cabin with the regular kitchen. I don't have to use that stupid stove. Okay, we're gonna do the steak. We're gonna sear it. We're gonna pop it into the oven for like 4 or 5 minutes. And I got some seasoned potatoes going to the side, just the frozen ones, to make it a little easier. We're gonna eat some dinner and then watch a movie probably. The olive oil solidifies, of course, and then opening all the cupboards and stuff to make sure that all gets dried out. But other than that, the cabin's in great shape, it looks like. So, all right, here we go.
Issued a statement thanking the Canadian government for their role in the rescue, but no one knew about Tony's involvement. That was classified. The U.S. didn't want to endanger the hostages still held at the embassy by revealing they participated in such a bold rescue.
Man, that American Wagyu is at Three Bears in Sterling, which, if they have it, that means Costco has it, and it was a pretty good price. I would go hit that if I were you. Pretty impressive. Let's do some dishes. She doesn't usually get that, so don't worry. I'm a little curious to dive into what's going on upstairs. Part of me really doesn't want to, though. I think it's going to be bad. I mean, could be worse, I guess. But if you look back there, we blew a can all the way back there. Anyway, dumb move. We can recover. We will rebuild. Kind of impressed by this too. It's sprayed over there with minimal damage. That's good enough for now. At least I know what it was. I feel better about that. Don't feel any smarter about it. Won't do that again, that's for sure. we're not doing that again. Alright guys, we're put away for the night. Melting some water for the dog. I'm trying out these new heated socks that Jenny got me. That's the logo. But if they work well, which they have so far, I will give you the full details. But for the most part, they are keeping the feet warm on like low setting, which is great. I just use that portable battery to charge the extra GoPro batteries, and then the sock batteries. And I've got a few cookies that I made a couple days ago. Super good. And we're gonna finish it out with some Criminal Minds tonight. So I'll see you guys in the morning. Hi, good morning guys. Beautiful morning. It's about 3 degrees. We're gonna feed the dog and preheat the plane, get the generator going, and get some breakfast going. Slept okay last night. Had to feed the stove a little bit. Pretty cold night, really. But it should be a great day. We're gonna get that going, get the breakfast going. Then we'll go see what we can do about a tree and maybe do some ice fishing. Okay. Man, it is a gorgeous morning. The dog gets to explore everything that she usually doesn't now that it's frozen. Let's go look at one of these trees. Man, you can kind of feel spring just a little bit. The sun's getting higher. Not when it's 3 degrees though. I'm kind of eyeing that guy right there. But we might knock that guy over and drag him back to the cabin. All right, we're gonna go make some breakfast.
This is not 20 off that. When did your house burn? Eve, but that's all. Like, two cities, I don't know. House, their life is broken, so I don't know. You are, and it's funny because people, I hope it comes through, but this is right. But your father's mustache wasn't done.
Okay, he gets a discount.
Why not?
Because it is
Incredible.
yeah. Father and husband and
And aplomb and honesty too, with how you, however you want to classify it, and talk therapy. But I do think
we are a people. We're in yell therapy, I think.
All right, we got breakfast knocked out. She wants to go somewhere. She always wants to go that way. She thinks we're gonna go get grouse, but that's not what's happening. And her paw's cold. cold pop. Go, come on. 2 feet of ice, maybe? Quite a bit. All right, we'll watch that for a little bit. I've caught sticklebacks in here before. I've always wondered if they were ever going to push rainbows up into here because there's rainbows in the river, but and then like I've said before, the silver salmon come through and spawn, but I've never caught a rainbow. I haven't tried real hard, I guess, but we'll see what happens today. We're on a little adventure while we let that bait soak for a little bit. Pretty cool ice crystal formations. Now it's like a hoarfrost type of stuff or what? Let's go check our pole. Still nothing. But I did put on the bait that has glitter on it, so I feel like that's gonna make a difference. All right, we'll let that soak for a little longer. Ready to go? Let's go. So I found my little card reader, and we're gonna check that camera. I love punching through snow. It's just a good time. Looks like it might just be us, not much going on. In the fall after moose season, there's not a lot of action around here. We'll put it back in there. The camera was still working, it just got us. We'll leave it be. Move on. We've got another one to check here. Doesn't look like much, pretty boring. That's good, that's not always a bad thing. All right, we're back. We went for a little walk. Figured it was time to check the setup here. Nada, nothing. So we're gonna pull this setup and pack it up. I really like that chainsaw. It's a 170, one of the smallest ones they make. But you can get a smaller bar for it. It's not completely bucked up, but pretty healthy sized tree, all limbed and cut up so I can at least haul it with 1 tank of gas. Which is good because I forgot my mixed gas. All right, we're leaving the generator here this time. You know what? Maybe we're not. Maybe we're bringing the generator. Change of plans. We're bringing it. So we have to stack this wood and clean up a little bit, and then we're gonna hit the road. Another beautiful day. Starting to feel like spring. That's it, we're picked up. Did not leave any coke in there. Outhouse is all buttoned up. Good girl. We got the dog. We're going this way. Come on. Get in here. Get in